Where I'm at is in the city of Syracuse. I'm actually at Assumption Cemetery.
Today's Thot Flash is going to be a little longer because I have a lot to share with you. But this is my mother's family. This is the Toscano family. This is my grandfather, Anthony Newcomb Toscano, and Lena, my grandmother. And I never met my grandmother. She died in 1964, a year before I was born. She died of breast cancer. And you know, when I think about that, and I think about the people that I haven't met, I wonder how far I would have gone as her chiropractor to make sure that she got adjusted so her body made just the right amount of hormones and just the right amount of white blood cells and so forth, so her body could have functioned properly, so she never would have developed breast cancer in the first place. And I know that if I was her chiropractor from an early age in her life, I know for certainty that if she followed that chiropractic lifestyle, she never would have developed breast cancer. My grandfather died as a result of not following a chiropractic lifestyle as well. Even though he lived to be older, he smoked cigars, he drank too much, certainly, and as a result, the quality of his life greatly jeopardized. I was fortunate to have a great relationship with my grandfather, Grandpa Tony, and he was a lot of fun, and he was a good man, certainly. But I think about the quality of my life and how it was lessened because he wasn't around long enough, and I wasn't a chiropractor when he passed. So how far will we go? What are we willing to do? Because you know what? It's too late for my grandparents that I showed you and shared with you today, but it's not too late for the grandparents that are coming in your office right now. It's not too late for your own grandparents. It's not too late for your mother, your father, and maybe you need to start there. Maybe you need to pretend they're in your office right now in order to make a difference. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of not playing full out. I'm tired of not telling the truth. I know too much and have too much responsibility with what I know now to not share it and explain it and let those people make the decision. I also know that I need to train as hard as I can to be as passionate and as certain and as professional as I can be, because I realize that the stakes are high. It may be the only opportunity I have, and they have, that patient, that practice member walking in, to ever hear the story, to ever understand that their body has an innate ability to heal, and that if they nurture it, it's capable of doing wonderful healings and wonderful things, and allowing that patient to be so much healthier and live so much longer and have such a greater quality of life. And not only their quality of life is improved, but all the other people that are in their circle is improved. You know, I look at that and I think how much different my life would have been if my grandfather Tony was still with me, and my grandfather Giuseppe was still with me, or my grandmother Caroline, and maybe not with me today necessarily, but if they lived another 10 years or 5 years, how would my life be different? How would my parents' life have been different? How much better would it have been? They were such wonderful people, and they were salt of the earth, and they were hardworking people, and they were honest people. They had so much to share with their character and integrity and what they wanted to instill in all of us. You know, I think we really need to get there. I have too many guys walking in my office, you know, looking for some magic bullet. And the magic bullet is already inside you, it's in your head. And you need to nourish that, and you need to get right with your principle, and you need to get yourself out of the way, and you need to develop some more courage and some more compassion so that rejection doesn't seem like a big deal anymore. I thought it fitting to visit my grandmother's grave and grandfather's grave and say a prayer and let them know that they're not forgotten. And apologize that I haven't been here in all the years that I haven't been here, and let them know that their life meant something. It also makes me think about what I would have done had I been my grandfather's chiropractor. How far would I have gone to get him off cigarettes? How far would I have gone to ensure that he got regular chiropractic care so that his nervous system worked well and his spine didn't deteriorate and had all kinds of health issues when he passed away? How far would I have gone as his doctor to allow him to live a full life that nature intended him to live?
so that he could have spent time with me and my brother and my sisters, and we could have benefited greatly from his presence in his life. And so that's a question that I ask all of you that are watching. How far are you willing to go? And when I started today, I scanned and I look upon thousands of graves here in the cemetery, and I wonder, what are we doing? Why aren't we playing full out? We're all going to end up here. You know, Billy DeMoss did a great scene with Carpe Diem, the Dead Poets Society, where he talked about how far we were going to be here and that we're all basically food for worms. And it's true. So with the time that you have here, the gift that you've been given to be a chiropractor, and it is a gift, and it's a privilege, your degree to share the word of chiropractic, to spread the word of chiropractic, to show people the better lifestyle. How many people here died that didn't live with their life? How much better the world could have been, would have been, should have been if they had? And why are we waiting? Why are we holding back? What is there to lose? Nothing, other than maybe some embarrassment on your side or some rejection. When I come to a place like this, my memory, my nostalgia certainly is enhanced, but certainly my commitment as a coach, as a chiropractic coach, is strengthened. And I realize how much more work I have to do for all those that have decided to train with me and hired me as a coach to bring them to a higher standard and to make them better people. And maybe I'm doing it for selfish reasons, but I'm doing it to move the needle of chiropractic, to make chiropractic the #1 wellness profession on planet Earth. Because I truly believe if people choose us first, and we're the authority, not medicine, if we're the authority, we'll certainly eliminate 95% of all the drugs and surgeries and disease and so forth on the planet. A couple announcements. We're going to be in California at DCS on the birthday of chiropractic, September 18th, with Brad Glowacki and Dr. Billy DeMoss and myself. Certainly, I hope you join us there. A week prior, I'm going to be speaking in New York, in Manhattan, at the New York Chiropractic Council District meeting, which is going to be an honor, and I appreciate the invite by the district members. Also, I'm going to be speaking at our event, at our seminar, and that's going to be in LaGuardia Airport on the 24th and 25th. Anybody that decides to join us, we have a certificate. You can go right to our website, save a few dollars. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you need to save a few bucks to come to a conference to see what I'm all about. And that's okay. But whatever it's going to take to get you there, whatever it's going to take you to get you under training, whatever it's going to take to make you realize that we have a lot of work to do. And when I stand or sit here actually and look out amongst all the graves, I realize we haven't even begun. We do have a sacred trust given to us by meeting BJ, and we certainly need to do more than guard it. We need to start acting like the men and women that they anticipated we would be, and move the needle forward and make chiropractic what it should be. And we should be proud of our history, proud of who we are, proud of chiropractic. And should be extremely honored that DD was the founder of chiropractic, that he was the man that Innate picked, because I can't imagine too many of us that would go to the lengths that they did to bring chiropractic full fold, and it's tragic when I hear guys that want to dilute the philosophy, make us something that we're not. Until next week, guys, fight the good fight, tell the story, share the message, find the courage within you to make chiropractic #1.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone